If sellers are backing out of your wholesale deals, it's your fault. Here's how I maintain an 80% contract to close rate on my deals as someone who made 260 grand last year in take home income as a solo wholesaler. Number one, as soon as sellers sign a contract with you, immediately reaffirm that they made the right decision. For me, I just straight up tell them right before we get off the phone that we do not take it lightly at all that they have trusted us with their business, and we understand how big of a decision it is to decide who they sell their home to. Another subtle advanced thing that I do is I also congratulate them on bringing this chapter to a close, selling this property, as if the deal is already done, even though it's just getting started. And I also like to make it a little playful and ask them, what are you guys doing tonight to celebrate? It doesn't end there though. I always give the sellers a call 24 hours later to check in on how they're doing and to let them know that everything on our end is moving along as planned. We've sent the contract over to title, they've opened up the title search, and we've scheduled walkthroughs of the house for these dates, these times. I'm ready to get pictures and let them know. Even if these things haven't been done yet, you just want to let them know that we're in motion and everything is going as planned. That's the key phrase right there, to reaffirm that everything I promised you is so far going as planned and is happening. Because these sellers, as soon as they get off the phone with you after signing a contract, they're getting hit with Facebook ads wanting to sell their house, cash offer ads on Google, and they're getting people calling them asking if they want to sell their house. So the natural thing that's going to be going through their head is them wondering, could they have gotten more money? Could they have gotten a better deal, etc. And the second thing that I do to also just naturally combat this is I'm very upfront with my sellers in the sales process and blatantly tell them that by accepting our offer, they understand they are getting less money for the house than they could otherwise. I make it very clear that if they listed the house themselves with a realtor, if they fixed it up, they will get more money for their house, and that the value we offer is not in the price, but it's in the speed, convenience, and certainty. People don't like to do stuff like this because they're worried it's going to hurt their closing rate, but in reality, it's just going to increase it, because the actual motivated sellers who you want to be doing deals with do not care about the price, and they understand that going with a cash offer is not for the money, but it's for the speed, convenience, and certainty. And the third thing that I do to prevent sellers from backing out, which is the most important part by far, is I am actually honest with people up front. I blatantly tell every seller before they sign a contract that their house is being listed on the MLS. We are reselling it at a higher price than we are giving them for the property. We're locating a buyer prior to closing, and we are going to need to do walkthroughs and showings of the house with our buyers. Now, I know that's not what most people want to hear, because they're worried that if they explain this stuff up front to sellers, it's going to lower their close rate and hurt their ability to get deals, which is true if you explain it how most people explain it and do what most people do. I don't have time to cover it in this video, but after investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into my own sales development over the last 3.5 years, talking to thousands of leads, and also going through every top guru's wholesaling course and program to see what everybody else does, and frankly just what doesn't work, because the way most people teach it doesn't work, I did actually figure out and pioneer a simple, easy, brand new way of explaining to sellers that their house is being wholesaled that gets them to fully understand it, and that doesn't hurt the close rate but actually helps it. So if you want me to make a video on it, just comment below.